Yes, I do think Stalin was a hero. Uh, Go read a book, you say. So here, I just pulled quickly off from my currently using bookshelf. I didn't even go into my bins of books to show you some of the books that Joseph Stalin has written that I've read, mostly numerous times. Some of them are about Stalin. This is a Leninism collection of Stalin's various works on Lenin, obviously. It's an awesome book. So go read a book, you say. Here's one on the Soviet Union. See, so it's not all from communists. This is some anti-communist propaganda. This is the diary of Georgy Dimitrov. So Stalin led the Comintern, and Georgy Dimitrov served on this is Georgy here, not Stalin, on the Comintern together. They worked together for many years, and Dimitrov actually ended up leading the Comintern as well. So they had a relationship together, and many, this is Georgy Dimitrov's diary. Many stories in here are about Stalin, different conversations that they've had and letters they've written together back and forth, and political decisions that they made. So I'm sure you've read all these, though, since you arrogantly told me to go read a book. So here's Dimitrov and Stalin. So it's a handbook of Marxism. I'm sure you read this though, because this has many pieces by Stalin in it. This is Soviet democracy and bourgeois democracy. If you care to actually see some of the differences between the Soviet Union and their idea of democracy and the capitalist dictatorship democracy we have here. It's Michael Parenti, if you'd like to read some actual facts about the USSR and about Stalin instead of just capitalist, imperialist, and fascist propaganda. But anyways, I just wanted to show you a few of my books on the topic. So anyways, I guess I'll go read a book. Bye. This is it exactly, and that's what they always mean by that, and to come to communists of all people and to say, go pick up a book, go read a book. Every communist that I know has tons of books and usually are extremely well read. Every communist and socialist party has tons of educationals and study groups where you read books and you go over books and the ideas in the books. And then they came onto my channel where half of my videos, especially before the meme started, it's all about books. I mean, that's what we're doing here. So to come onto a communist and on this channel and levy that, I mean, it's like, it's ridiculous. And the thing is that what you're saying, go read Western propaganda on why communism is bad, that's what they mean. And that's what we've been doing our whole lives. And I have tons and tons and tons of that here as well. And they always want to also say, like, we live in echo chambers and, we just read one-sided, just communist. That's all we'll read. And it's like, what do you think we've been doing our whole lives? I mean, I went to public school. I've been to college. And let me tell you, it's all anti-communist views, points of view. There we go. So that's what we've been doing our whole lives. I read every communist that I know, every socialist that I know, most anarchists that I know. They read mass amounts of information, articles, and they watch the news. And so, we're seeing, outside of all that communist and socialist education that we do, and the books that we're reading all of the Western press as well. We're reading the New York Times, and we're reading the Washington Post, and we're reading all the things that we say are imperialist propaganda. And that's how we know that they're imperialist propaganda. I have books that Mussolini has written. I've read the book Siege, that the whole, I forget what they're called, base or whatever, that, the mustache guy, they follow that guy, the 1488 folks, they're the ones that are hell-bent on terror. I read, Siege. I've read tons and tons, of fash literature and propaganda to know where they're coming from and to understand better my enemy so that I can assist in the fight against them, right? So they always come on. They're always like, go read a book. But how many communist books have they read? How much Marx have they read? How much Engels? And so on and so on and so on. Where on that post or, want to criticize Stalin. But I mean, what if they actually read about Stalin or what have they read from Stalin? And I know I've read more than most human beings need to. So, F them, right? Solidarity, comrade.